And I wanted to show y'all everything that is in our bedroom. Good morning! Today's the day that we're gonna renovate our room. Well, first of all, if you haven't seen the vlog before this one, yesterday's vlog, Taylor actually made this a surprise for me. We were supposed to renovate our RV when we first got it, but life happens and it got chaotic, so we're doing it now, and he surprised me yesterday. So there should be a link up at the top if you want to see that video. Ready to do this?
Let's do it. Make sure all your stuff is out that you don't want paint on. So we got to take everything out of the cabinets, everything off the floors, the bed out, everything. We're going to show you guys what it looks like. Whoa, it echoes so much in here because the bed's not in here. So we're going to show you what it looks like before and then what it looks like after. Walls, this tannish brown, cabinets, and this ugly brown, floors, this ugly brown tile. So yeah, everything is brown in here. Let's get a good overview of what it looks like. I'm gonna build a door for this at one point with sheet metal and wood framing to make it look super cool, but for now we're just gonna maybe paint this one.
Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
We got all the stuff out of the cabinets. Next thing that we need to do is take hardware off. So taking the doors off, take those sockets out, take the lights out, all these little odd end things that we need to paint around.
And I wanted to show y'all everything that is in our bedroom. Who knew all of that stuff could fit into a tiny room?
Yeah.
Careful of the
screws. Oh boy.
Easy. There you go.
We are wiping down the RV now so the paint sticks. But I wanted to share with you what we learned from the people at Home Depot who seemed really knowledgeable. She said wallpaper, it's either paper or it's vinyl. The new stuff is mostly vinyl, but it could also be paper. So that would dictate what you need to put on it first. We tore a little bit off right here. And the way you can tell is by tearing a little piece off and seeing how it rips. If it kind of stretches and doesn't rip like paper, obviously it's vinyl, and if it rips like paper, it's paper. Ours happen to be vinyl, so if it's vinyl, the paint won't seep through it, so you can use a paint and primer in one, something like this. But if it's paper, then a paint and primer will soak through it. She said sometimes it eats away at the adhesive and it will start bubbling. So we didn't want that. But if it's like that, you have to put an oil-based primer on the wall before you put the paint. So you would have to use something like Kills primer before you put your paint. We bought the Kills for the cabinets because we don't know what they're made out of and it might not take paint well. So just to be safe, we're going to primer the cabinets first and then we'll paint everything after. Oh yeah, we forgot a bag at Home Depot. Luckily it only had our knobs for our handles and some nails for the baseboard. But yeah, we're gonna have to go back later today and get it, but that's the last step, so it's not gonna stop us from doing it now. So we decided on here, instead of painting it, because it's gonna, you know, rub off on all the tops, we're gonna put the flooring, just stick some vinyl onto the tops, so it looks good. To paint, we wanted to make sure that it's all paints, because the thickness or, you know, the certain material are made for certain types of paints. We bought a satin, and we want to make sure the brush is made for satin.
We have to go to Home Depot because it had the tarp in it, and we have to have the tarp in order to paint. So we're gonna run to Winn-Dixie, or dang it,
What?
Home Depot. We're running to Home Depot.
Okay, so they had the bag to the set aside of what we had, or what we forgot at home, or Lowe's. We forgot a plastic drop cloth, panel nails for our baseboard, and doorknob handles. But we also picked up, instead of that one, we picked up the odorless. We didn't pick up the odorless before because we only needed a quart. It didn't come in quart size, but because it's raining and we don't want to keep the doors or all the windows open because of the moisture, we picked up the odorless, and we're going to use it on the kitchen cabinets when we do that. So we can take this one back, because apparently this is really, really, really strong. And the lady said to stay out of the RV or wherever you paint for like at least a day. So that's not going to work. Buy the odorless.
Where?
We're just going to lay it down here. I mean, we really don't need to lay it down. I just want to put it.
I feel like it's gonna be more.
I've told you guys this already, but if you don't have one, buy a power drill. This was like 20-30 bucks at Walmart. It has helped us save hours and hours of time, especially taking all this hardware off. It would have taken a day just to do that if we didn't have this thing. It's definitely worth the investment. Now we gotta prop these up off of the bed so that we can paint the corners without having to flip them, letting them dry and then flipping them over. So we have the spikes rack. So we're gonna put 2 of the spices flat. Make sure they're closed. Just like that. And now they're elevated so we can paint.
It's time to paint.
Look at you.
Oh wait, we're supposed to paint the top? Oh my god. Now we are taking a short break with tacos and burgers. Taylor made the best burgers ever.
Yeah.
Like you could open a restaurant with those burgers. But there's a secret ingredient in it. No, you can't tell them!
Oh. So this stuff is dry now. We didn't care about getting it on the floor. A lot of people would lay tarp down and make sure to tape it and stuff. We hope to never see these ugly tile floors again. So yeah, we got everything primed. All the cabinets primed, I should say. And now I'm taking this baseboard out so we can put the new floors in and paint under it. So this one doesn't have that baseboard. I already took it off. So yeah, gotta take that off. Just using a screwdriver to get under there to pry it out. Just like that. Stuff is super flimsy. There is some nails here. I might take my hammer and just flatten those out. And then after that, we start painting.
Yes, I can be under you, so much in love with you. I know there's another under you. Guess it's much for you, but I hope that you pick me.
What?
Did I get some more?
Yep.
What? Oh man!
I told you everything you wanted.
There's a big coat on the cabinets, just in some spots, but 2 coats is good.
The way to go. I mean, already the vlog looks great with this white background. But we're probably going to be sleeping on the couch tonight.
100%.
100%.
Each time I kiss you and hold you, life is one big symphony.
Oh my word. It's almost midnight and we are not finished.
We are very close.
Yes.
We have 3 walls left. We have that wall, and that wall. We are going to get up super early tomorrow, grab paint, do that bright and early, so we have time by night to put the floors in.
Oh, I also wanted to show you where we're sleeping tonight. You know, we still have all of this stuff. So we are sleeping right here. The props of having 3 beds in your house. Right, Rusty? So this is a 2-day job, but thanks for joining us today and thanks for watching.
Can you imagine doing the kitchen?
No.
The kitchen's gonna take us at least a week, at the very least.
Yeah, that's like gonna be down the road. So guys, thanks for joining our day today and we will see you tomorrow. Good night, Rust. Good night, Rusty boy. Dottie, come here. Come on. Good night, baby.